Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this new moon in Capricorn, January 18th, 2026, psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. But remember, this new moon in Capricorn is not just going to affect your sun sign only. So if you know the elements that correspond to your sun, your moon, your rising sign, and your cusp sign, you may want to check them out as well. Because remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you may want to check that out. So all that being said, now onto your psychic crystal reading for the new moon in Capricorn, January 18th, 2026. And I'm starting with the element of earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This new moon in Capricorn is going to make the earth signs feel very empowered. You could feel like you're on top of the world. Things could really start evolving and going your way. Some of you are going to be wanting to plant your feet firmly in the ground in some way, and this could be like about where you live, or in a job you're in, or a business you own, or in a relationship you're in. It could also indicate stubbornness, but you may be like, I'm not moving, I'm not leaving, I'm staying in this house, I'm staying in this relationship, I'm staying in this job, like planting your feet firmly. And for some of you, you could be a little stubborn about it. This new moon in Capricorn could make some of you earth signs want to clean everything. You could be washing walls, windows, curtains, drapes, carpets, floors, bedding, furniture, anything. You may want your house to be like hospital clean. Some of you are going to make a big announcement. And this announcement could have something to do with overturning something. So it could be like if you said you were going to leave your job, now you're overturning it and you're not going to leave. Or if you told your significant other, I think we need to break up, you're going to turn it over and you're not going to leave. Like making an announcement where you're reversing or turning something over comes up here. Some of you may understand somebody better, where the shoe is now on the other foot. There may have been somebody that you were like mystified about, or you didn't agree with what their perspective was on things, but now the shoe's on the other foot and you may now have more understanding or see where that person is coming from. I also am hearing the word going to a parade. So if any sports teams are winning something big, you could go to that parade. Or it could be a parade for something else. It could be a parade, I don't even know what. I don't know what. I'm just hearing attending a parade. Some of you could do that. Some of your signs are going to have peace that's going to finally come to you after selling something. It could be a home, it could be a car you've been trying to sell, a boat, a jet ski, I don't know, tickets to go to an event that you can't attend, but like some kind of relief or burden is lifted off of you by you being able to sell something. Remember, these effects are going to last strongest for the first 2 weeks and the day before, the day of, and the day after. the new moon, but they can even last up to 30 days. So here are the 3 cautions for the earth signs. Oh, don't put your foot in your mouth. I'm hearing putting your foot in your mouth. So especially if you're with a group of people, or like there's like 2 or 3 other people you're around at least, or even more than that. It's like you're going to say something, and somebody in this group has had somebody that had a tragedy. Maybe somebody passed away in their family, or their pet ran away or died, or something bad happened to somebody in this group of people, and you're going to say something that may come off as crass, unfeeling. Maybe you're making a joke. You may not even be being serious, but it's like it's going to go over like a lead balloon, and you could feel like you put your foot in your mouth. So keep that in mind, earth signs, over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Wow, some of you better be careful about what you eat, because I get some of you violently ill. It's like food poisoning. Be really careful. I feel like I say this often, but like, be careful of seafood. Be careful. I'm not saying don't eat seafood, but you know, if there's any ammonia kind of smell to shrimp or fish, or, you know, you don't eat it. Don't eat it. Especially if it's on a buffet or at a restaurant. But even if you're cooking it yourself, you really got to be careful, because I get you getting very, very sick. I had a friend years ago who, as a matter of fact, was an earth sign. And I remember her, she worked at a big doctor's office, and she was an office manager. And he took out all his office staff out to this very expensive French restaurant in Philadelphia. And I think she had Coquille Saint-Jacques. And she got so sick from that, badly sick. So I'm warning you, it's that kind of sick. So be really, really careful. I'd be real careful of dairy, cream sauces, and seafood, especially. So keep that in mind if you're going out to eat, or, you know, like, stick with things that are not in that range. Oh no, some of you are going to have a substitute that comes in and bollockses everything up. Now, I don't really know. It's a warning, because I don't think you can do anything about this. So it seems like it's in the workplace. It could have to do with school and teaching, but it could be a substitute that comes in from another department and fills in, and they're like, oh, so-and-so's out, so we're going to come in, and I'm the substitute. Well, that substitute person is going to screw things up and foul things up. So if that happens in your workplace and you hear the word substitute, go, uh-oh, and you better be like shadowing that person, because they're going to do some screwed up things with the computer and files on the computer, and it's going to be a mess. So hopefully that doesn't happen to you. And I don't think you can prevent it. Maybe you can if you're like watching over what they're doing. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of water. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This new moon in Capricorn could make some of you water signs want to do things that are like new, exciting, different. You may feel like adventurous. You could be very particular, not to mention diet again, and food, but you could be very particular about what you're eating. Over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, and especially the day before, the day of, and the day after the new moon in Capricorn, you may be changing your diet, or it may be because you didn't feel well, but I get you being very, very particular about your diet and what you're eating. Some of you water signs are going to want to stand out, either stand out in a crowd or something you made or created you wanted to stand out. So if you go on a job interview and there's a bunch of applicants, you may want to wear something that's like, bright red or power black or something. I don't know, but I get like wanting to stand out or wanting to stand out in a crowd, but it could be something you make, do, create. Some of you water signs are going to have to sit and listen to a very boring lecture. It could be in the workplace. It could be at a class you're attending. I don't know, but I just see like, it's too much, it's too long, it's too boring, I can't listen to it. So that comes up here for you water signs. Some of you could start your own business over the next 2 weeks or up to 30 days, or you could jump up and take charge of something. So in the workplace, they may need somebody to like take charge. Well, you know what? You might be the one that's taking charge. Or they could be giving you a promotion. They could be promoting you to a position that's more take charge. If you've had anything that had a problem with leaking, especially a roof, I feel like something that was leaking is going to get fixed. It could be a pipe, but I feel like it's more like gutters leaking into your roof, or whatever it is, you're going to get it fixed. You may need to get the whole roof replaced, or just parts of the roof, or if it's a pipe that's leaking, it's going to get repaired and fixed over the course of the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you water signs are going to tune into something that is going to inspire you greatly and motivate you to like do something. So it's like you're listening to somebody, and it could be on YouTube, Rumble, wherever. It doesn't have to be on those platforms. It could be elsewhere. And you tune in and listen to it, and it makes you inspired to like take a risk, take a gamble, take a chance to go for something. So it's going to be very motivating. Something you listen to, it's going to motivate you and inspire you. Now, here are the 3 cautions for the water signs. You need to get things in alignment when you're working on any plans or projects or things that you have to do, especially if you're building things. You know how furniture, like you have to put together yourself these days? Like, make sure whatever you're building or putting together, you are following the directions and doing things step by step in order. Because I get some of you water signs are going to do things backwards, and you're going to have to undo it and redo it. And it doesn't matter whether it's building things, putting things together. It could even be on the internet, something you're doing on a computer. You might find that you're doing something backwards. Oh, some of you water signs are going to double down on something, and you're going to be like, I'm right. I know this is right. I'm absolutely 100% right, blah, blah, blah. And it's going to turn out you were wrong. And then you're going to be like, are you going to apologize? Are you going to eat crow? Are you going to rectify what you said or done? I don't know. It might be hard for you to do that, because I get you doubling down really hard about something and insisting you're right, but you're actually not right. The harder you, so if you find yourself going, I know I'm right, you're not right. You'll find out that you're not. And then you're going to be embarrassed or eat crow or have to apologize. Oh, you got to be careful of slipping and falling. I see, like, be careful of steps. I see steps. I see ice. Some of you, it'll be icy steps. Some of you, it'll just be steps that are wet. Some of you, it'll just be slipping and falling for some other reason, but you have to be careful because I feel like if you do slip, you're going to break a foot or an ankle or something. So be super careful of your footing, especially if it's icy or snowy or things are wet and when you're going up and down steps. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. So I just want to let you know, if you're interested, there are some videos that you might want to purchase that I have created on specific topics. First, my Big Love readings for 2026 for singles and couples are available on Vimeo and Patreon. The links for those videos are down below. They're also on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. So is the Patreon link. It's under the videos and on my website on the videos page. Also, my New Year 2026 10-card Celtic Cross Psychic Tarot readings are available. If you want to see what my guides had to say for you for the whole year, you may want to check those out. And you may want to get your sun sign and your rising sign or whatever sign normally resonates with you on YouTube and Rumble. Also, my New Year 2026 Psychic Crystal readings are available for the entire year. And same goes with that. You may want to get your sun sign and your rising sign, or your moon sign and your sun sign, whatever normally resonates with you. And you also may want to get my Psychic Crystal readings for January 2026, where I do a continuation and an expansion of the Psychic Tarot readings I do at the beginning of the month. You can get more insight from my guides through my crystal readings. And again, these links are down below in the description box, and they are on the links are on my website at theluckymermaid.com, and you can get them also on my Patreon shop, and the link to Patreon is below. And now on to the element of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is a moon that's going to help the fire signs building something. You could be building a relationship. You could be building a business. You could be building a structure. This could also be a new moon that inspires the fire signs to take some kind of classes. Some of you fire signs, this new moon is going to inspire you to put forth a lot of energy and effort into family. Your family, family matters, family situations. Some of you fire signs, your goals are looming right there, right in front of you. And all you have to do is reach out and take it. So I feel like some opportunities or doors are opening up for you, because I get goals and dreams you've had in your mind. They're like looming right there, and you just have to recognize them when they pop up, and you need to reach out and take advantage of those. Some of you are going to start a relationship that is going to take off and be on fire. Now, that could be a love relationship for some of you, but it could be another kind of relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a business partner relationship. I don't know what it's going to be. What kind of relationship? I don't know. I just get a relationship is going to start, and it's going to be on fire. On fire in a good way, not on fire in like in a bad way. Some of you fire signs are going to release judgment of situations from the past and let the past go and put it behind you. Things that have been almost like a cloud hanging over your head. There's going to be some kind of doorway or opening or opportunity where you can step forward and you get the opportunity to shine. It could just be like an event or a one-off situation, but this some doorway, some opportunity or some event or something like that where you're like, hey, somebody tells you, hey, do you want to come to this and present your this or that, what you do or what your knowledge or your talents and skills, and you're going to do it and you're going to shine. And good things could come to you from that. You could get job opportunities or other doorways and avenues could open up for you. So here are the 3 cautions for the fire signs. You got to be careful, fire signs. You're letting somebody get under your skin. Somebody's like, something somebody says to you is eating at you. And you may have trouble shaking it off, blowing it off. It might be like, you know, a left-handed compliment or something that supposedly said in jest, but you think it was really like a little slap to you. That kind of energy comes up here, and it's going to like be like needling at you, like getting at you. Don't let it do that. Some of you fire signs are going to buy something and it's a dud. It could be a new stereo system. It could be, because I feel like it's something that's either technology, electronic, it could be motorized, whatever. It could be a car. I don't know, but it's like you buy something, could be an appliance. I know somebody that happened to. They bought a washer, and brand new, and I think it didn't work right off the bat, or like immediately did not work. So it could be like you buy something and it's completely a dud right from the get-go. Some of you need to not be so worried about trying to be picture perfect in your appearance or what you're doing. You need to be more casual, loosen up, and let it go. Like you may be fussing about something too much, like your house looking perfect or you looking perfect or something looking perfect, but being more casual and letting it go is going to be the best way to go for you. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Some of you air signs may feel like something gets stalled from the energy of this new moon in Capricorn. Or like, it doesn't mean it's whatever this is isn't going to move forward. It just may be stalled for a brief period of time before it can move forward. This new moon in Capricorn could make some of you air signs be very industrious, where you're like, well, I've got it, like very pragmatic, very organized. I've got to get everything just right, dotting all your I's, crossing all your T's, getting things in alignment, getting things in order, being industrious about your work and getting things done, whether it's at home or at work or both. Some of you may be trying really hard to please somebody. Could be your love partner, could be a family member to you, and it's not going to work. So I just want to let you know, I'm not saying don't try to please them, but don't knock yourself out trying to please them, because I feel like there's something going on with whoever this person is that it's like they're either just going to be too distracted or other things going on where they're not going to appreciate it or acknowledge it, or both. Some of you are like, what makes sense and what doesn't make sense? And if something isn't working or not making sense for you, over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, you're going to take it down. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be holiday decorations. It could be something you put out there on social media. Or it could be a dating profile. It could be, I don't know, anything. But it's like, you're going to be like, well, what makes sense and what doesn't make sense? And something doesn't look like it's working or working out for you in the way you're looking at it, so you're going to remove it and you're going to take it down. If you go on a job interview, you could get hired, or you may have gone on this job interview before. Sorry, my ear is popping. Isn't that lovely to talk about on camera? It could be a job that you interviewed for already. You could get hired for it now over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Or it could be you get hired for a job you go to during that time frame, like an interview. Something for the air signs gets reassessed or reevaluated. It could be your property. It could be you at your job. There could be some kind of reassessment, reevaluation. And I feel like it's going to go in your favor. Like you'll be happy with the results from whatever this reassessment or reevaluation is. Some of you are going to get invited to a gathering that you're going to be happy you got invited to. I don't know if it's going to be like a big event or not. It could be a birthday party, you know, for someone, or so, I don't know. I just getting invited to some event that you're really happy about, and you're happy you got invited, and you're going to be happy to go. So now here's the 3 cautions or warnings for the air signs. Some of you air signs are doing too much and you need to slow down. Stop trying to solve everything. Stop trying to get everything done super quick, or, you know, or like overworking yourself. Like you're doing too much. Okay, this is a weird prediction, kind of. I get a big mahuff is going to come into a place where you work. And they're going to evaluate you, or evaluate the business or company you're in. And you may get all wound up and worked up about it. Don't, because it's not good. Don't stress yourself out about it, because I don't think you're under the spotlight. I feel like other people have to worry in the company or business you work for about it more. I don't know what else, like in your personal life, who could be a big muckety-muck that comes in and evaluates something? I don't know. It could be something to do with your personal life, because not all, some of you are retired. So it could be something involving your residence or your property, like getting taxes reassessed, or zoning, getting your home rezoned. And somebody's comes that's like a big muckety-muck, and they come and they have to reevaluate it. You're getting yourself all spun out about it and worked up. Just relax. Don't do that, because you don't want to attract negative energy to yourself by putting that worried vibe out there. If you start dating someone, now this is a general reading, okay? So you may be like, well, how can you say that? Well, this is what my guide said. You may start seeing someone that turns out like you may have had high hopes, like, oh, this is going to be a great person to date, or, you know, have a serious relationship with. Well, they're not. So don't get your hopes up too high. Just like try to be neutral, because you may end up finding out, like, I feel like they got qualities and traits or beliefs that you're going to be like, what? After you find out about it, you're going to be like, no. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. And if you're interested in getting any of the special videos I record on very specific topics, bringing you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, you can get them on my Vimeo on-demand videos and also on my Patreon shop. I've created a list you can read right here on this slide. They are also linked below this video in the description box and on my website, theluckymermaid.com, on the videos page. So I want to thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. Thank you for sharing my videos and liking them. Thank you for subscribing. I do truly appreciate it. It means a lot to me and it helps this channel grow. And I hope you have absolutely amazing energy that comes to you from this new moon in Capricorn. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.